Comics sans cancer.
Hey, true believers, it is I, consummate abuser and comic book lover, Dick
Richard
Rizzo here. And it's about that time to close out my review of the Infinity Crusade. If you've yet to watch the other videos, please watch them now, because you're missing out. I'll leave links in the description below. Sorry it's so close to the movie release, but I've been distracted lately with Mortal Kombat XL and some persistent thought.
Oh my god, feet. Should I just show my feet? I mean, I would love a nose job. No, you guys, I don't take Adderall. I'm gonna do this for all of you.
Like an internet car wreck. Not to mention this Twitter exchange between Marvel Studios and Robert Downey Jr.
On a scale of 1 to infinity, how excited are you to see Infinity War on May 4th? Any chance I could see it earlier? Anything for you, Mr. Stark. How's April 27th? Great. With friends? The entire world? That's a fantastic idea. Done.
So random. Speaking of Avengers Infinity War, have you read the reviews on Forbes recently? Oh, just kidding. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. It doesn't work anyway. So, without further ado,
let's get ready to rumble!
Issue 5 of the Infinity Crusade was released in October of '93, and the cover art for this issue is pretty transparent. And by that, I mean, it not only shows us the theme of this issue, but also the art style within its pages. It's titled Holy War, and we start off where Hulk was last seen drifting toward Paradise Omega after being swatted away by Thor amidst a space brawl involving Drax. This full pager of the Hulk is really well done, a nice job by Lim and Milgram. Several miles above the surface of the planet Paradise Omega.
This is what I get for working with the brain dead.
Here we join Thanos having a very one-sided conversation with Professor X, on and off throughout the remaining issues of the story. It's a little odd, seeing as Professor X is still unconscious, and Thanos is using his psychic powers to implement his part of Adam Warlock's plan.
The seemingly all-powerful goddess has recruited to her service some of Earth's most powerful and noble heroes. On the other hand, your comrades have Thanos of Titan as an ally. But in regards to this upcoming conflict, there is no way to accurately predict whose butt is about to get kicked.
This panel starts a new repetitive visual tool, reminiscent of the smirking grins and very closely cropped faces of previous issues. I present to you the up-close gaze montage. Enjoy. Here we see Reed and Vision stepping out of the escape pod, now safely on the planet's surface, only to find they're in even more danger. Well, Vision, we managed to touch down without incident. Who? Windshear and Doctor Strange! The fight begins with Vision advising Windshear that he's being used as fodder.
The sacrificial lamb. You have only 0.002% chance of defeating me in battle. And that calculation is based on myself being taken completely off guard.
Then we start to see the very Antifa-like tactics deployed by the goddess's groupies that continues on throughout this issue.
A few pawns must be sacrificed in order to take out more powerful pieces.
You weren't quite as far out of range as you figured.
But distant enough so that your cowardly blow didn't have enough muscle. Mistress Moondragon, I lost Windshear in the encounter, as expected.
The goddess is proud of the work you do this day, Mystic.
So let's back up and go through the questionable tactics so far. Let's see, get them from behind, play dead, hit them in the head when they least expect it, and no such thing as bad tactics. Moving on. In the interest of time, we miss a brief setup to this battle involving Cap, Scarlet Witch, Beast, and Bobby No Homo Iceman. Chill out, Cap. This is one meek mutant who's not yet ready to inherit his 6 feet of Earth. Don't bet on it, blasphemer. What? One quick critique here about Cap's ice boots of bludgeoning attack. I love the artwork, it's very strong, but in order for this attack to work, the ice boots could only be ice high tops at most. You would need your knees to bend in order to pull that off. Just saying. Beast and Scarlet Witch participate in a fight for gender equality before Cap busts out of his ice boots. Then he tells Beast he's gonna straight up murder him. This is most definitely war, and you're about to become a casualty of the conflict. A strong fight scene here with Cap and Beast. Powerful action as Cap just decimates him with a punch to the face, a shield throw, and a hurricane kick to the head. Die, infidel! This is another disturbing trend amongst the fearless followers, a total disregard for life. But before Cap can decap Beast, Bobby gives the murderous America a taste of his own medicine by shooting him in the back of the head with this wad of ice? Okay, maybe there were some signs all along about no homo Bobby and his preferences. Skipping a bit, we join the Goddess and company on this full pager, which, I swear, between the empowered female levitating over the differently abled woman of color and the troll tied up on the floor, there's an intersectionality joke here somewhere. I just can't be fucked at this point. If you can think of a good caption for this page, put it in the comments below.
Together we shall purge this universe of all evil. As one we will raise the divine from the ashes. Let there be rapture. We stand with you, my goddess.
So, Rogue and Maxis were walking along, but I skipped right to Hercules' Antifa punch a girl in the back tactic.
Disappointed!
Before dragging Rogue off by the hair, it appears.
That doth settle the matter.
Who's this guy?
The name's Maxim. I hates getting caged, and when I'm disturbed, I tend to let my masses increase until something blows.
Another great action sequence here with Maxis and Herc the Jerk. Looks like the Invisible Woman should have stood back a little bit.
Your devilish ploy may have felled my mortal ally, Sinner, but such deceit will do you little against the scion of Zeus. Then I'll try a different kind of deceit. Trading blows with you would eat too much valuable time. So what I think I'll try is a little maneuveruses I used against Drax the Destroyer.
Great use of motion lines on these panels to set him up for the trip Herc is about to take.
Even though you're a little smarter than Drax, I still thinks it'll work.
Back at HQ, the Cathedral crew analyzed the latest failure of their divine defenses. And suddenly, my instrument showed Hercules 20 miles away in the middle of the ocean.
In the ocean, huh? I've seen that move before. Must be Maxim. I have no idea how he's managed to escape detection by the scanners.
Geez, Hulk's gotta be running out of air. Skipping to mid-battle between Iron Man, Speedball, Archangel, and Moon Knight, we see Iron Man isn't above playing a little liability 4D chess of his own. Speedball, I knew teaming up with you would prove a smart move. You make great bait. Now that Adam has met with Magus, he signals Thanos on board the Dreadnought. Thanos, I am ready for transport. Skipping the apparent slaughter of She-Hulk and Nova by US Agent and Sasquatch, we see more of this disturbing disregard for life from the goddess's goons. We took out She-Hulk and Nova, but Rain got wasted in the battle.
Some losses are to be expected.
And there's Hulk again. Fuck, he's taking forever to hit the ground. Next up, it's more Ancom tactics for our unaffected and unwitting duo of Firestar and Guido the Short of Leg. And right here you see Puck, the Cathedral Cuck, employing the black block tactic of giving women back injuries. Shameful. You're not going to reach your rendezvous at all, Firestar. Spider-Man and Puck from Alpha Flight. The man wins himself a face full of web fluid. This prize comes with a complimentary beating into unconsciousness. Save some for me, Spidey. Now, Spider-Man seems pretty reasonable for a zealot here, but I guess Puck hasn't broken enough spines today. Instead, Starfire gets a revenge and eliminates the pint-sized comrade in kind. With Spidey sufficiently distracted, he gets smashed through a tree and KO'd by Tiny. I couldn't believe he just looks over at Starfire and then hoofs it out of there without a second glance. Well, priorities. Next we see Moondragon congratulating Wonder Man and Storm, but she forgets to check her white whammon privilege, which Storm finds problematic. Lost Moon Knight, but Storm and I managed to take out Spider-Woman and Havoc.
Good work. And keep an eye out for a rather large black man. What did she mean by that?
And he is still falling. Holy fuck. I'm chopping out a bit surrounding these 2 pages to focus on Wolverine for a bit, because there's some good 90s Wolvie art here. Coming at you at about 10 o'clock.
It never fails to amaze me what that sense of smell of yours clues you into, Wolverine.
Thanos, meanwhile, is engaging the Dreadnoughts BFG, OMG, WMD.
At last, tracking systems are locked on primary target. Preparing to fire.
Now, back to some great action with the gang on the ground. Unfortunately, that will be the last kick Logan lands for a while, because Wonder Man is about to jack his shit up bigly. 1, 2, 3. But here we see the inevitable bloodthirst from Bewondered Man. That's cold. Thankfully, Maxis is around and shows up just in time to compress Wonder Man's spine into the dirt. Thanks, but I could have handled old Simon.
Yeah, I saw how you had him exactly where you wanted him.
The goddess then starts juicing up her rapture battery by drawing on her rubes and distracting her matriarchal military.
My children, we are ready for the rapture. Surrender your will to me. Together we shall eradicate all evil from this plane of existence.
But not before Storm fries poor little Bobby the Ice Fop, and US Agent displays yet another signature ANCOM attack. Hit them in the back of the neck. And then he just feeds him the shield over and over till Storm steps in for some reason. Perhaps she's still triggered from earlier.
Enough, you have beaten him.
Fuzzface is still breathing. Tony and Fido Dido land just in time to get whooped by the locals. Iron Man is down for the count, and likely so is Speedball. It's down to the big moment when Thanos makes it rain and the goddess boots up the rapture.
Goddess, what is happening?
As the beam strikes Paradise Omega, the remaining combatants engage.
Wild one, isn't she? Can I gives you a hand with her?
Don't bother. Just take care of the shag rug, okay?
He's the biggest one.
This looks like it's going to be quite the battle. They look so determined.
Huh?
Oh, look at that. The Hulk finally hit the ground.
Nice move.
Wolverine dispatches Gamora while Maxis surveys a prone Hulk.
Wonder if the Hulk always goes into battle in such a naturalist state.
And here's US Antifa again with the shield to the back of the neck thing. Geez, that black and red is really showing. Not to worry, Maxis is on it.
The Temple's Guardian is dispatched.
Thanos and Vegetable X check in with the goddess in her cosmic egg, while Pip remains bound and gagged, probably for the best.
Professor X, are you ready to play the part of a catatonic but nonetheless valiant hero? Huh? Whose is this?
As the psychic assault commences against the goddess's defenses, Maxis witnesses Sleepwalker zone out to help finishing power up the rapture.
We must act quickly, Professor. The goddess is making her move.
We are with you, goddess. Let there be a cleansing.
What's going on here? More difficult than I'd calculated. Breaking through the goddess's inner defenses. This is taking too long.
Thanos realizes he may have made a miscalculation with catastrophic possibilities.
I'm not going to get through in time. Tightly knit energies being broadcast from the egg. I have failed. Instrumentation shows the energy broadcast is being beamed towards this solar system star, Sol. Everything is happening just too quickly. There's nothing I can do to keep the sun from going nova.
And across the Milky Way galaxy, one by one, stars begin to explode.
Another one.
And finally, issue 6 of the Infinity Crusade. More good cover art here, but once again, it's a little on the nose. Our last issue is titled Rapture, and begins with Fire and Brimstone. And like 7 pages of Fire and Brimstone, all with this narration by the goddess talking about forgiven sins and sacrifice, blah blah blah.
Instantaneous purification of spirit. His sins are also forgiven amidst the inferno.
Why are they doing this? Is this some sort of elaborate setup for a profound plot device?
Nor is any escape to be found in fantasy and entertainment.
Oh, it's just the
The fourth wall.
so I can skip the fiery remaining sermon. While the cleansing fires burn, the goddess hits an 11 on the psycho scale.
And so ends the universe. Once again, this reality is a place of righteousness. No trace of darkness remains among the holy flame. But my work has just begun. All must be taken into the heavenly embrace. Let all vile life cease. This cannot be.
But it is, Goddess. Reports of the demise of this universe have been greatly exaggerated.
Psych! It was all a ruse.
The recent deceased open their eyes in dumbfounded amazement. They stagger from the realization that they have been saved from a fate that never was. Believer and infidel alike find redemption of a...
Wait a minute. I've seen this setup before.
The fear passes from the hearts of the innocent masses you would have sacrificed, while others will glance about their unchanged surroundings and...
Titans! We have to break the fourth wall!
God damn it, guys, come on!
I don't understand. Did you...
No.
Warlock.
You were responsible for this bogus doomsday?
And Adam saves the day. I have a feeling you'll be free eventually, little Pip. I realized you would not breach her spiritual defenses in time to stop her from destroying the universe. Being in effect part of the goddess's being and the cosmic egg, I ordered it to create a galaxy-wide illusion of Armageddon before she instituted the real thing.
I have severely underestimated you, Warlock. But in the long run, it matters not. I will yet create rapture.
You forget, Goddess, that infidel and believer alike now realize your suicidal intent.
True, an immediate and total purge is now beyond my grasp, but with the cosmic egg in my employ, I shall merely accomplish the same goal in carefully planned stages instead. Sinful Adam, let you be the first to perish. Impossible!
Apparently, the goddess's egg powers aren't affecting Adam, as she expected. A shortcoming of the cosmic containment units is the fact that they cannot affect the soul, and I currently am pure spirit.
Then that is how I shall deal with you. This body was never more than a shell through which to deal with corporeal reality.
And with that, the goddess sheds her mortal coil to chase after Adam in spiritual combat.
I shall yet triumph this day. My spirit is fired by divine purpose, which makes it your superior. Your cool intellect cannot hope to prevail over my zeal and determination.
That's the feminist mindset. Feels over reals.
Your attempts must fail.
And they would, if I fought alone.
Thanos and Professor X.
Just then, some psychic backup arrives to lend Adam a hand. And here is a beautiful action shot of the goddess fending off her non-corporeal attackers. I like the cosmic elements strewn around the edges, a good visual on this 2-page spread. But the goddess can't keep them at bay forever and finds herself subdued.
No!
Surrender, goddess.
Please, no more. Give up.
Let's put an end to this madness as mercifully as we can. No, Adam, don't do it. Who do you think taught the crusading commies their black bloc fighting style?
Fool!
She's trying to get back to the egg.
Stop her!
Too late, foolish sinners.
Back in her bubble, the goddess gets preachy again.
Let evil reap its righteous reward.
But Adam ain't no dummy. He anticipated her underhanded tactics and followed her back to the egg. Thanos, now! Suddenly, the gem erupts, sending a beam shooting out of Paradise Omega to a spacecraft a half-star system away.
It is finished.
Thanos did not see that coming.
That must have been programmed. Clever, which means I have only seconds to accomplish what must be done.
Thanos begins tinkering with the cosmic egg when Adam reappears and reclaims the soul gem. Greetings, Titan.
What?
I see my sudden arrival was not anticipated. Adam assumes Thanos' manipulation of the egg is for selfish reasons, but Thanos sets him straight.
Nor I or any other will be exploiting this particular astral wonder, for I have ordered the cosmic egg to break its molecular structure down to a sub-energy level, in effect destroying itself and this planet in 10 short minutes from now. Transportation has been arranged.
The heroes back on Earth regrouped in abject disbelief. We're all in one piece. Must mean the good guys won again. Adam and Thanos adjourned back on Thanos' starcraft. I seem to remember you promising Mephisto a cosmic containment unit for assistance rendered.
I shall deal with Mephisto when the time comes.
You have changed greatly of late, Titan. Throughout this affair, you have behaved with honor.
Warlock, you are not trying to paint me the hero, are you?
But you did freely destroy the cosmic egg.
Only so no fool would gain possession of it and become a nuisance. The egg is flawed, not omnipotent. When and if I next seek to dominate the universe, I will be 100% certain of not letting it slip my grasp. Fare thee well until then, Adam Warlock.
Yes, until then. Skipping a bit, Adam has rejoined the Infinity Watch along with the heroes on Earth, but before long the crowd turns tense and fingers are pointed. Adam asks the now unbound Pip to take them home. I say this golden creep deserves a good. There are questions I want answered, and Warlock is... Never mind? Ain't it great to be home?
I don't understand what just happened back there.
Our allies simply reacted in a very human manner. They were merely redirecting their frustration towards the most convenient target available, myself. The goddess finds herself wandering in a strange land, and it doesn't take long for her bossiness to show.
Where am I? Stranger? Why do you not answer me, dolt? Speak! It passed through him. What is this place?
Hell of sorts.
The goddess recognizes a familiar voice.
The Magus.
Welcome to Soul World. Sadly, you and I are but facets of a soul, and not full spirits like all others in this realm.
Surprisingly, the goddess isn't inclined to swallow just any patriarchal load.
Magus, I know you to be the prince of deceivers. Do you truly expect me to fall for this vile trick? Die, liar! You spoke the truth.
Even to each other, we are but ghosts.
Back on his starcraft, Thanos waits for Mephisto to collect on his end of the bargain. This is one of my favorite scenes with Thanos and a great way to close out the story.
Mephisto, I have been expecting you.
Titan, have you my cosmic containment unit? What of the others?
They are no more, lost forever. This is the last cosmic cube.
We had a bargain, Titan. I now expect you to live up to your end of that deal. I would have my rightful property.
Thanos always honors an agreement.
The cosmic cube is now mine. Any wish I imagine becomes reality, including your demise, Titan. The cube doesn't work, Titan. You cheated me. But Thanos of Titan never breaks his word. Technically.
I fulfilled my part of our agreement by delivering to you an actual cosmic cube. You never specified that you desired a functioning unit. Even devils should beware when bargaining with Thanos of Titan.
Mephisto tosses the useless trinket and disappears in a cloud of rage smoke before Thanos lays down some wisdom for the ages. Someday you shall pay dearly for this diabolical trickery, cretin.
This day, demon, you did hopefully learn a valuable lesson, as should have the universe in general. But in both cases, I doubt that enlightenment took. Prophets and devils constantly make promises, but in the end their words always prove empty. Which is why Thanos of Titan will never depend on any but himself.
The end. Well, that's it, gang. I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did. Were you entertained by this abridged story? Will you be going to see Avengers Infinity War? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know if you'd like to see me do future comic book reviews. As for me, after reading the Forbes spoilers, I feel hopeful that Adam Warlock will play a major role in the second in the Avengers Infinity War movies. He is in fact slated to appear in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so hopefully that will all gel into his ascendance for the second Infinity War movie. I'll still see the Avengers Infinity War movie by hook or by torrent, and I'll be cheering on Thanos the entire way, because I'm sure this movie will just be a spectacle-laden placeholder for me while I wait for my boy Adam to join next time around. And for the last time in this series, I've been Dick Richard Rizzo. You've all been great, I guess. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.
Hey, here's a magic message. Read it and pass it on.